edition of Alt Art Set. Yan, beautiful art collection there you have around you. Sa inyo na ba yan? Or dadali nila yan?
Hindi, kasama yan dun sa exhibit. Sneak peek lang yan.
Akala ko pwede na iuwi.
Exactly. Thank you to Ma'am Stephanie and to Ma'am Silvana for being on their show. Great show. Happy weekend. Happy Friday. We'll see you Monday. Thank you, Reg, for filling in for Cez and Sean, Pauline, the big story. On our show, as Sean mentioned, check sports. We've got a lot of it. We've got basketball news from the NBA as well as the finals of the PBA Philippine Cup. Tennis also from the semis of both the Australian Open and the Philippine Women's Open.
And with volleyball season just around the corner, we give you a preview of the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference after that wild off-season.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Puts it on. Unbelievable. On the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Bacuna's rejecting Espejo for the
It is finally Friday, folks, January 30th. But before we head on to the weekend, let's kick off the show with a virtual duel between two rookie standouts in the NBA. Former Duke stars and roommates Cooper Flag and Knueppel battled it out in Dallas when the Mavericks hosted the Charlotte Hornets. It was a huge outing for Flag, who finished with a new career high of 49 big points. The most in a single game by any rookie in NBA history. But in the end, though, Knueppel's late steal and free throws sealed the nail-biting win for Buzz City 123 to 121. Knueppel likewise posted a new personal best of 34 points, including 8 triples, while shooting 62% from the field. The Hornets have now won 5 straight games, improving their record to 21 victories against 28 losses. The Mavs, meanwhile, settle for 19 wins and 29 defeats.
It was fun. So he's really good. He's the best player on the floor tonight. Probably that's the best players played against us all season. It's just fun competing against the best. And obviously, being close with them, that kind of adds to the competitiveness. So it was really fun. Post game, well, I'm going to see him at All-Star. So we're looking forward to that. And then I think during the break, we're both going to head up to Duke.
The Hornets spoiled a special night for the Mavs, who sent franchise legend Mark Aguirre's jersey number 24 to the rafters. Aguirre played the first 8 seasons of his NBA career in Dallas from 1981 to 1989. He averaged 24.6 points, close to 6 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. Coincidentally, Flag's 49 points also broke the Mavs' rookie record of 42 markers, which he previously shared with Aguirre.
From one cardiac ball game to another, the Philadelphia 76ers escaped the Sacramento Kings at home thanks to Tyrese Maxey's clutch and won. The Sixers erased an 11-point fourth quarter deficit and had a chance to complete the comeback with 4 seconds to go. They executed the perfect handoff play to Maxey, who was speeding down the lane for a high-arching lefty layup. Maxey made a basket plus a foul with just 1.3 ticks remaining. The Phillies' all-star guard missed the free throw, but the Kings were out of timeouts and weren't able to get a decent shot off. Sixers win 113 to 111. Maxey led the way with 40 points on 12 of 18 shooting to go with 4 rebounds and 8 assists. Joel Embiid had another tremendous showing as he added 37 markers, 5 boards, and 8 dimes of his own. DeMar DeRozan and Dennis Schroeder tried to counter with a combined 52 points, but to no avail. The Sixers climbed to 26 victories and 21 setbacks, while the Kings dropped to a lowly 12-37 win-loss card.
Well, as for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they took down the league-leading Oklahoma City Thunder for the second time this season. The Wolves making it rain with 22 three-pointers in their 123-111 victory in Mini. The Wolves did not give the Thunder much of an opening, forcing the defending champs to commit 20 costly turnovers and converting those to 30 points. Minnesota won the rebounding department as well, 46-36, despite the return of Isaiah Hartenstein, who had been out for OKC with a calf injury. Ant-Man Anthony Edwards stopped scoring for the Wolves with 26 points on top of his 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. The Wolves have now won 3 in a row after going on a 5-game losing skid. The record now stands at 30 victories and 19 losses. The Thunder have dropped 3 of their last 4 games, but still have a league best record of 38 wins and 11 setbacks.
5 more NBA games today. Here are the scores. The Washington Wizards deal the Milwaukee Bucks their 4th straight loss, 109-99. The Miami Heat survive a late scare to beat the Chicago Bulls 116-113. Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets turn on the Jets in the second half for a 104-86 win over the Atlanta Hawks. The Phoenix Suns take care of business against the Detroit Pistons 114-96 as Dylan Brooks drops a career-high 40 points. And lastly, the Denver Nuggets beat the Brooklyn Nets 107-103 to spoil Michael Porter Jr.'s homecoming at the Mile High City.
From the NBA, let's head here back home in the Philippines in the PBA. As the San Miguel Beermen and the TNT Tropang 5G currently battling it out in Game 5 of the Philippine Cup Finals. TNT with another hot start here as they led by as many as 16 points in the first quarter and were still up 29-19 entering the second. But the Beermen fought back behind the efforts of Chris Rosales, Marshall Lassiter, and CJ Perez. At the half, TNT's lead is now down to just 48-47. This series is currently tied at 2 games apiece after the Tropang 5G's dominant victory in Game 4 just last Wednesday. After tonight, the 2 teams will take another 1-day break before facing each other again in Game 6. That will be this Sunday, 7:30 p.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay. But of course, you can catch it live on RPTV, on PBA Rush, and the Pilipinas Live app. Coming up here on the show, the Philippine Women's Open is down to the Final 4 updates on the semifinal matches when play-by-play returns only here on One News. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play, only on One News. Carlos Alcaraz is one win away from tennis immortality at the Australian Open. Alcaraz reaching the final in Melbourne for the first time after outlasting Alexander Zverev in an epic 5-set thriller in the semis. The two superstars battled for 5 hours and 27 minutes, the longest semifinal in the history of the tournament. But the Spaniard managed to fight through cramps and a late injury scare to eventually take the big win. 6-4, 7-6, 6-7, 6-7, and 7-5. The 22-year-old top seed is now the youngest man in the Open era to make the finals of all 4 Grand Slams. Alcaraz will face the winner between defending champion Jannik Sinner and 10-time Australian Open champion Novak Djokovic. The two are currently battling it out, and Sinner's ahead 2-1. Sinner is going for his 3rd straight Melbourne title, while Joker is looking to extend his record run. Meantime, here at home, it's also the semifinals of the historic Philippine Women's Open Singles Tournament.
Let's get the latest on the last 4 standing as the historic tournament enters its home stretch. And who else are we going to hear it from? Mobile journalist Evan Tarinque reports to us live at the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center in Manila. Evan, hello again. Kamusta?
Napakasipag.
Andre, Cheska, secured na nga ang spot ng dalawang players para nga sa finals ng kauna-unahang WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open dito sa Rizal Memorial Tennis Center sa Maynila. Mainit ang naging laban sa semifinals ngayong araw. Tinapos ng fan favorite na si Donna Vekic ang magandang performance ng qualifier na si Tatiana Prozorova. Maagang dinominan ni Vekic si Prozorova at agad na kinuha ang unang set, 6-2. Nadelay pa ang laro matapos umulan, kaya naman nasuspinde ang match ng halos 30 minutes. Pagdating ng second set, mas naging mahigpit ang laban pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pagdomina ni Vekic, winning the second set at sinigurado ang kanyang pwesto sa finals bukas. Isang All-South American battle naman ang ikalawang semifinal match ngayong araw. Nagsimula ng malakas si Camila Osorio laban kay Solana Sierra. Dinomina ang Argentinian sa unang set, 6-0 sa loob lamang ng 20 minutes. Tuloy-tuloy ang pagdomina ni Osorio sa ikalawang set na nagbitaw lang ng isang game para siguruhin ang kanyang pwesto sa finals. Magkaharap si Vekic at Osorio bukas alas 4 ng hapon para sa titulong kauna-unahang WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open Champion. Tuloy-tuloy naman ang tennis action ngayong gabi sa doubles finals kung saan nagtapat ang tandem ni Sabrina Santamaria at Quinn Gleason kontra kina Eunice Chong at Ishu Liang. Malakas ang panimulan nila Santamaria at Gleason at kinuha agad ang unang set. Pero Chong and Liang dug deep and won the second set 6-7. The tiebreaker went neck and neck as both parties does not want to lose the final. But Chong and Liang capitalized the momentum para makuha ang kauna-unahang WTA Philippine Women's Open doubles title. Andre Cheska, noong 2022, unang nagtagpo sa court sina Vekic at Osorio. At si Vekic ang nagwaki noon. Kaya naman may chance si Osorio bukas para nga sa redemption o baka naman magpatuloy ang dominant run ni Tita Donna para masungkit ang titulo. Andre Cheska.
Oo, si Tita Donna. Pinag-uusapan namin na ni Cheska nung isang araw pa eh. Thank you. Pahinga ka naman, weekend. Alam kong busy-busy ka, Evan, but thank you. You're doing a great job there. How many days already at the Philippine Women's Open? At salamat, di mo tinawag Andrea ngayong gabi, ha? Thank you so much, Evan. Mabuhay ka. That was mobile journalist Evan Tarinque reporting to us live all the way from the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center in Manila. From tennis, let's go to volleyball as the Cignal Super Spikers have formally filed a leave of absence from the Spikers turf. In a statement, Cignal said that the decision followed a management review of its current and future plans. The franchise added that it is deeply grateful to its coaches, players, and staff. Cignal has been a mainstay in Philippine men's volleyball since 2014, building a dynasty that tasted titles across multiple leagues. The team bagged 7 Spikers Turf championships, as well as crowns in the PVL and PNVF competitions. The Super Spikers also formed the backbone of Alas Pilipinas men, with several national team regulars emerging from the program. With the team stepping aside ahead of the 2026 Spikers Turf Open Conference, Cignal players and coaching staff are now allowed to explore other options.
Meantime, the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference is set to begin tomorrow at the Philoil Eco Oil Arena in San Juan. The last tournament of the 2025-2026 PVL season will start at 4 p.m. with the Cignal Super Spikers taking on the new-look Galleries Tower High-Risers. Then, for the main event at 6:30 p.m., Ea Laure will make her Choco Mucho debut as the Flying Titans go up against the Akari Chargers. You can catch the games live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app. After a wild off-season, the PVL is in for what could be the most unpredictable All-Filipino conference yet. Here's a look. From 12 down to 10 teams. A completely different landscape awaits the PVL as it closes the season with a 2026 All-Filipino Conference. With defending champion Petrogas on an indefinite leave and Cherry Tigo also stepping away, the door is wide open for the remaining clubs to battle for the most prestigious championship in the league. The next-led Chameleons emerge as one of the early title favorites after absorbing the bulk of the Petrogas core that won the All-Filipino crown last year. The Chameleons will parade a loaded lineup led by three-time MVP Brooke Van Sickle, along with MJ Phillips, Myla Pablo, Jonas Abete, Jules Tolentino, and Dan Pineda. They also added Abby Maraño from Cherry Tigo and Aduque Ogonzania from Choco Mucho.
I'm very excited. I mean, new team, new colors, new year, but yeah, I'm just super stoked. I'm with a good group of women and everyone's just super hardworking, super kind, and it's just, I'm grateful to be a part of it, especially a team like this where everyone's just really has each other's backs and the coaching staff is phenomenal, and same with the next-led management and owners. So I think this is a really good fit for me, for sure.
10-time champion Creamline is also poised for a strong title push, seeking to reclaim the crown they last won 2 years ago. The Cool Smashers welcome back 8-time best-setter Gia de Guzman after a 3-year absence. She is also joined by Bernadette Pons, who returns from a successful stint with the Alas Pilipinas beach volleyball team that struck gold in the Southeast Asian Games in Thailand.
Actually, magti 3 years na akong wala sa PVL, but it doesn't mean I wasn't watching when the other teams were evolving also. So very excited talaga ako to see how much PVL has changed, and I would really love to embrace the challenge. So excited kami lahat.
Other teams chose continuity. The PLDT high-speed hitters and Cignal Super Spikers hope their core can deliver the All-Filipino crown. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans will also be in the mix after landing one of the biggest free agents in Ea Laure and welcoming back Cici Rondina.
For the past year, very challenging talaga siya sa akin, kaya parang isa na ding motivation para sa akin na eto may team na willing ako i-accept, and parang fresh start talaga na let's do this, ganon yung mindset. Parang okay, kasama ko na tong mga taong to na for the next years, and kumbaga bagong opportunity ulit to be better.
Several other teams made notable moves in the off-season. The Galleries Tower High-Risers underwent a massive revamp with 14 new players, while the Capital One Solar Spikers, bannered by #1 overall pick Bella Belen, added 8, led by the likes of Pauline Gaston and Isa Jimenez. The Farm Fresh Foxies, Zeus Coffee Thunderbells, and Akari Chargers also strengthened their rosters, with signings such as Ara Galang, Ces Robles, and Jean Sorello, respectively. With depth, star power, and renewed hope across the board, the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference is shaping up to be one of the most wide-open and unpredictable races in recent memory. Pausing for a quick one, but right after that, Chris Matthews, aka Lethal Shooter, drops by the Tenement court and leaves a mark on Philippine street basketball. That story and more when play-by-play returns here on One News. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Fresh off their conquest of the M7 World Championship, Aurora Gaming PH celebrates by lighting up the Mall of Asia Globe in Pasay.
The event hopes to highlight Philippine esports on the global stage and celebrate the team's journey to the crowd. Let's go to mobile journalist Amy Atienza is there. Amy, give us the latest updates.
Andre Cheska, the SM Mall of Asia Globe lit up today, just a few days after Aurora Gaming Philippines won the Mobile Legends Bang Bang M7 World Championships. Let the world see us. That is the statement that the new world champions made today. Aurora Gaming Philippines bannered the country's flag in the recently held MLBB Worlds, where they dominated Indonesia's alter ego esports with a grand final sweep of 4-0. The new kings of MLBB want the whole country to see the tough journey they had to the crown. Aurora had to go through a series of heartbreaks, including failed to pass the knockout stage in the last M6 World Championships. During PBA Philippines Season 15, they also fell short of a spot for the Esports World Cup. Then they succumbed to Team Liquid Philippines in the grand finals of Season 16. Before going to Jakarta, Indonesia for M7, they only went as far as third place in MLBB's Games of the Future. Many doubted as they went onto the world stage, but they emerged victorious nonetheless. Aurora country manager Rada Ocampo says racing the M7 trophy with the team was the most memorable part of the whole journey. This is also because this is the first championship for Aurora's gold laner Dominic Doming Del Mundo and mid laner Kenneth Tadeo. Looking ahead, the team plans to have more activities for the fans. The MOA Globe will showcase the journey of Aurora until 12 midnight today. And we have already seen some of the fans go here at the area to show their love for the team. That's all for today. Andre Cheska.
Thank you. That was mobile journalist Amy Atienza reporting live from the MOA Globe in Pasay.
Happy Friday, but before we go to the weekend, let's go to the big screen for the highlight reel. Here we go, 3 plays for you. All NBA, Wizards, Bucks first. Alex Sarr starts off with that defending play, that block on the other end, and Bilal Coulibaly all the way for the rack attack. From defense to offense, textbook there. Great block by Sarr on Miles Turner that led to this fast break from Keyshawn George to Bilal Coulibaly. Take a look again. George, good recognition on the running Coulibaly, and full head of steam all the way to the hole. Sarr, by the way, 16 points, 17 big rebounds, 2 blocks for you. Coulibaly had 10 markers, 10 boards, 2 steals. Wizards outlast the Bucks 109-99 in Washington. From there, let's head to Dallas now. Hornets and Mavericks. How about the number 1 pick, Cooper Flagg? What a game for him tonight. Well, today, it was last night in the U.S., but take a look at that play, avoiding Brandon Miller and dunking a Musa Diabate there, posterizing Diabate against 2 defenders. No problem for the former Duke superstar, number 1 pick by the Mavs, Cooper Flagg, who had himself a ball game, NBA record, 49 points, the most by a rookie in league history, but the Mavs, unfortunately, coming up short against the Hornets, 123-121, losing at home. Okay, finally, how about the Kings and the Sixers game? Game tied, 1-11. And then, Tyrese Maxey to bump the foul. Binanggana, may foul pa. Count that basket and one. What a play from Maxey. Clutch with 1.3 remaining. Take a look at that. He goes all the way zooming through, getting the foul with the score tied at 111 all. Headed to the line, and Maxey putting the Sixers up over the Kings for good. 113-111 in Philly. And look at the Philly crowd loving that play. The city of brotherly love, showing love to Tyrese Maxey, who had 40 points, 8 assists. Embiid, by the way, 37 markers, 8 dimes as well. That's all I have for you tonight at the highlight reel. Thank you for tuning in the whole week. We'll see you Monday. Happy weekend.
And before we go from Chicago to Taguig, Chris Matthews, aka Lethal Shooter, just made history at the iconic Tenement Court. the world-renowned trainer inaugurated the first ever lethal shooter mural. And of course, we got a trick shot with the global skills coach knocking one down from the roof. Lethal Shooter called it a basketball experience like no other. It was a quick but memorable stop that put Philippines streetball back in the spotlight.
We just had him on the show the other day. He understands it, and that was a tough shot, trick shot, all the way from the top of the roof. Grabe, ang galing talaga. And walang daya yun. That wasn't AI. That was actually real. That's all from us tonight, mga kapatid, and the whole week. But you can catch us again on Monday, 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Cignal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Cignal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Lituncalao. Thank you for watching, mga kapatid. Good night.